All right, Steve, showtime.
Welcome everybody to Eric Abbenante versus the World, episode 4. And I'd like to just say a few things about my good buddy, faithful sidekick, Eric. You know, Mr. Peanut called. He said he can find his monocle and his top hat, but he wants to know where the hell his suit went. And then, of course, you know, I shouldn't make fun of him too much. He's got to go to his next job after this. He's got to go stand on the top of a wedding cake for a couple of hours. But all in all, we're excited about our 4th episode. We're getting some big boy gears going, and we're all pumped up and excited about it. But without further ado, my faithful sidekick, the great and powerful Eric Abbenante, everybody.
Green Goddess, Denton, Texas, how we doing? Woo, this is exciting. This is exciting. Eric Abbenante versus the world. Thank you all. I know all of your names in the crowd. No, I'm kidding. There's groupies in the back. They're showing titties right now. It's amazing. Oh, we love it. Eric Abbenante versus the world. And this is a political comedy show, and we take on all sides here. I will only apologize if you don't leave offended tonight, okay? Then I will apologize. But, for those who don't know me, Eric Abbenante, your humble host. Big time Jewish news producer, okay? Big time. Okay, I am just rocking it. For those of you who don't know me, I brought my host channel from 10,000 to 100,000 in 6 months exactly. How's my channel doing? I brought my host channel up from 10,000 to 100,000. Well, we'll get to my channel later. We're working on it, guys. We're working on it. But, Steve, give it up for my supportive sidekick, Steve the Plumber, Steven Richardson, who always gets a bigger applause than me because he deserves it. Steve, episode 4, we're on Spotify now. What do you think?
Is Spotify going to make it after this, or are they going to close down?
Yeah, this really hurt their stock. You know, it went down 10% today. They actually did talk about that. It's unfortunate for Spotify. Who knows if they will recover? Who knows? But, oh man, we filmed in the greatest dispensary in Texas, and some say the world. Green Goddess Revival here in Denton, Texas. And thank you to the king of this place, Josh. He is not the owner, but everyone calls him king. He gave him that own title. But no, he's a good man. And we have news today in Texas and weed, okay? Big news. The Supreme Court took up a case here. A Texas man, he was arrested on a felony for legally possessing a firearm, but having weed in his house. Right? And the Supreme Court is going to take it up. I mean, it's crazy. The cops, they barged into his house and they're like, whoa, that's dangerous right there. And he's like, look, it's no problem. This is a legally owned firearm. Here's the documents. No, we're talking about the Bubba Kush. That could kill somebody. You know that? You know, it's just...
Or at least lead to a middle-of-the-night munchie attack, right?
I mean, that's really all it is. You know, we've never killed anybody unless it's laced that sweet, sweet Chinese fentanyl. You know? Real shame. But, man, before we get into the headlines, we have one hell of a show tonight, I gotta say. We have Austin Duran.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, give it up. Hey. We have Austin Duran. We have Yasin. Okay, we have Yasin. And, of course, we have Tadpole Triplett. Okay, this is a lineup. I got a lineup of killers. And then me, unfortunately. But, hey, okay, so we're going to get into the headlines right now. Okay, Elon Musk. Yes, we're going to get into the most unpopular public figure in American politics, Elon Musk. Let that sink in. So, Elon Musk, he has asked his shareholders at Tesla to give him $1 trillion, yes, $1 trillion of stocks from Tesla so that he can amass a robot army. I mean, he's high 24/7. He's a vengeful, petty man. What could go wrong, Steve, with the robot army? I mean, this is absolutely great. Now, don't get too concerned. Don't get too concerned. He's just building all those robots so he can finally have friends. Okay? And of course, he will have sex with all those robots. Okay? He will turn them into sex robots.
Yeah, I was about to say, they're gotta be all sex robots.
You know, they aren't sex robots, but he will turn them into sex robots. There's always a hole. There's always, where there's a will, there's a way. Okay? So, I mean, yeah, there's like, and then, you know, he's gonna amass this army, Steve, and he's gonna attack Trump, clearly, his enemy, his new enemy. You know, and Trump is like, all right, Elon, then I'm gonna deport you to Mars. You know, and I gotta say, Steve, that's catchy. It sounds like a new hat, right? Deport Elon to Mars.
I'm still on the sex robots. I'm imagining a bunch of Barbie dolls and baby.
Yeah, so we'll have 2 hats. Deport Elon to Mars, fuck the sex robots, okay? They're gonna be hot sellers. They're gonna be hot sellers. And then Elon's like, the joke's on you. I wanna get deported to Mars. I'll finally be the most popular person on a planet. You know, so it's just wonderful. Oh man, so the biggest news of the week, you know, as always caused by Trump. This week, he demolished the East Wing of the White House. No worries, just demolishing the East Wing of the White House. You know, just like the women he loves, you know, he felt like the building needed a facelift. You know, so it's great. For those of you who don't know, the East Wing is traditionally the quarters for the First Lady. And so when they explained this to Trump, he's like, wait, so Melania's gonna be gone the whole time? Where do I sign? You know, he was excited. He was really excited for this. I mean, look, Steve, I gotta be honest though. He's building a ballroom with the renovation. That's what he's gonna do. Yeah, and that's I'm so glad you're a genius, Steve. That's why you're the sidekick, because I'm worried about the optics. And it's not because of the government shutdown, you know, and how, hey, there's people...
Send the women away and build a ballroom?
Yeah, like, you know, there's people working right now and they're not getting paid, and, oh, we're going to build a ballroom. Yeah, it's not that. It's, like you said, it is just so gay, not masculine. We need, like, a t-shirt cannon or a moat with alligators, or some titties or something to make this more masculine. Okay, this remodel is just it's so bad. And Trump said, don't worry, we're not paying for it. It's gonna be private donors. Who are the private donors? It's Apple, Meta, Lockheed Martin, Palantir. You know, the good guys. You know, that's great. And Steve, we both worked in construction. Me digging for Steve, you know, yeah. You know, it was sad days for him. He had a Jewish helper. When you ask a Jew to dig a hole, you're in a hole. But, you know, we've both been in construction. Trump, like, he has no excuse for this. You don't let the client see the demo. Okay? Like, yeah, right? You know, it freaks the clients out. It always does. Like, okay, you need to obscure the damage somehow. Put Chris Christie and Randy Fine in front. Something, okay? We need some fat ass to stand in front of the damage. It's bad. It's just disgusting, okay? I mean, So, yeah, damaging the East Wing. And
I'd be for it if they put in a McDonald's or something.
Yeah, right. And then Trump could work there.
It makes sense.
Yeah, and then Trump could work there. That's exactly right. Liberals are upset. Liberals are very upset because they can't fathom construction without regulation. Okay? They're like, Gavin Newsom is like, bro, this is not how you do it. You're supposed to, like, let the buildings burn for like a year, and then like take another year for the demo, and then like spend eternity in the permitting process. You know, that's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, it's gonna be sad when Trump rebuilds the White House before Gavin Newsom rebuilds a single house in the Palisades. It's gonna be absolutely pathetic. Oh my God. And yeah, Trump's like, you know, I'm remodeling this house, not for you, Gavin, but for JD. Okay? That's why I am doing this. It's just hilarious. Ugh, disgusting. Disgusting. So, we have the East Wing being demolished. Then, Pete Hegseth. Do you know about our Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth? Well, Steve, I found out some dirt on Pete Hegseth, and we need a new.
You need new dirt on Pete?
No, I found the worst thing on Impossible, and now we need a new Secretary of War after my announcement. Pete Hegseth is a Minnesota Vikings fan. Okay, like that alone is disqualifying. We can't have him when we need him most to fumble the ball. Okay? We can't have a loser. Okay, a total loser. I mean, he is one of those guys who is probably playing war pigs and not understanding the irony. They're like, sir, you understand that song's about us, right? Yeah, about how much we fucking rock, right? You know, it's just Pete Hegseth, disgusting. Well, he was in the news. He was in the news because he was the right was painting him out to be a real badass. He was a fighter pilot flying this plane, right? Oh, Pete Hegseth's a goddamn badass. Well, problem was, Pete Hegseth wasn't flying the plane. He was riding in the back. Pete Hegseth was riding bitch. You know, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing, Steve. He's gonna be, the next video, he's gonna be on the back of a motorcycle, you know, holding on to a military veteran that's brave and tough. You know, Tulsi Gabbard. You know, it's just gonna be just disgusting. Pete Hegseth, so disgusting. I mean, you know, they were looking at, look, up in the sky, it's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's super drunk man. You know, it's just, God, Pete Hegseth. Oh my God. And then I bet people are in the audience are wondering, hey, Eric, why don't you talk about Democrats? Because they're losers. Goddamn losers. Okay, they control nothing. Oh, Eric, why don't you talk about the Washington Generals? You only talk about the Harlem Globetrotters. Yeah, I wonder. Well, okay. We finally have a reason to talk about Democrats. And Republicans, because they're both in dueling Nazi scandals right now. That's great. Welcome to America. Both parties are Nazis. We love it. We absolutely love it. So, Republican Paul Ingrassia, he was found out to have said that he had a Nazi streak. Well, his streak of working for the Republican Party ended. He was fired. And then we have Graham Plattner, Maine candidate, who has a Nazi tattoo on his chest. Okay? And Democrats are standing by him. Democrats are standing by him. So Republicans got rid of their Nazi. Democrats are standing by theirs. I mean, Democrats are so pro-Palestine at this point. They're like, yeah, we love Nazis. It's great. I mean, I got to give it to you, Democrats. You came full swastika. You really did. Very, very good. Very good. I mean, Democrats do have a lot in common with Nazis. You know, they both agree on abortion. And slave labor. You know, it's just...
Too soon?
Yeah, very, very much too soon. Very much too soon. Well, Graham Plattner, you know, he is the only hope for the Democrats in Maine. He is their final solution. Okay, he is their final solution. The campaign plans to blitzkrieg the early vote. Okay? And look, he's a Democrat Nazi, so he's dressed in Hugo Girl Boss. Okay? That's really it. So, brings us to a successful Democrat, Zoran Mamdani. Zoran Mamdani, who is causing a ruckus in both parties because it looks like he is going to win. Looks like he is going to win the New York City mayoral race. And it's scaring a lot of people, but look, New Yorkers love his campaign and they've really gravitated toward it. New Yorkers would rate his campaign a 9 out of 11. Okay? They love his campaign. They are very impressed. But he is in hot water, folks, because he took a picture with World Trade Center co-conspirator from 1993. Siraj, I nailed the name. Perfect. Absolutely nailed it. But yeah, I mean, for us, 9/11 is never forget. And for Zoran, it's never forget the beautiful memories we have together. It's just absolutely disgusting. Zoran, so he is in a scandal because he released a video where he was eating rice with his hands. And people are like, oh, what's the big deal? You eat hamburgers and hot dogs with your hands. Like, yeah, it's got a bun, okay? And they're like, well, what about ribs and hot wings? Yeah, we have these things called napkins. There wasn't a napkin in sight, not a bib. He's in a suit like me, a nicer suit. He's in a suit like me at a 5-star restaurant, eating rice with his hands, no napkin in sight. I'm sure when they cut to the camera, Steve, he just wiped his hand on an intern.
Oh, for sure.
Just like that was the way it went. The next video, Mamdani's gonna be shitting in a hole, to really show his cultural heritage. You gotta understand, Mamdani eats everything with his hands, including ass. Okay?
There's children in the room.
Well, you know what? I'm not judging. I'm not judging the gender. I'm not judging the age. Okay? He could be a 35-year-old black man or woman. I don't know. Looked like a kid. I gotta be honest, that looked like a kid. All right, okay. Final thing. So the big story this week was Virginia Giuffre's book, Epstein Victim, came out, and it's shocking the whole world. And it's changing everything. Prince Andrew lost his royal title. We covered it last week. Well, Trump and his administration met with Ghislaine Maxwell, and she was able to go into Club Fed, essentially. She was able to go into a nicer prison. And you gotta wonder, how did that meeting go? Where Ghislaine Maxwell, Ghislaine, if you're French, Ghislaine Maxwell, how she was able to get into Club Fed. And I think it was a conversation like this. And the following reenactment is going to be me playing Trump and playing the part of Ghislaine Maxwell, the pedophile, the terrible person. Will be my sidekick, Steve. Okay? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, and he looks just like Ghislaine, with her titties. It's just absolutely striking. Okay, so Ghislaine, it's your favorite president, Donald J. Trump. It's your favorite president. So, you know how you're in jail, like, potentially for life. There's a way this could change.
Did your hands get smaller?
No, I've always been a 5'3" Jew. I don't know what you're talking about. I've always been this small, okay? Anyways, so, you know how you're in jail. Well, that could change. And, I hope you catch my drift because, you could end up like your friend Jeffrey Epstein. Dead in jail, so sad. So, I hope you catch my drift. That, we're going to release the Epstein list, but we don't have to release the whole list. We can pick and choose who's on the list. You get what I'm saying? It'd be a real tragedy if everyone's favorite president was on the list. And I'm not talking about Bill Clinton. He's a pedophile. He should be on the list. Put him on the list. All right. So, Ghislaine, let's go over the list. Let's go over it. First of all, Alan Dershowitz. He's got to be on the list. Frequent flyer. he's been to Epstein Island more than me. Okay? He's definitely got to be. Old Dersh. Okay, Stephen Hawking. Oh yeah, Stephen Hawking. He's definitely got to be on the list. The girls on the island, they were like, they saw him rolling, and they were hating, and he was riding dirty. It was a real shame. And then George Lucas. Yes, creator of Star Wars. George Lucas, who is on the list in real life.
Playing with his lightsaber?
Yes, and in the sketch. He is on the list. You can look that up. And yeah, he's gotta be. I saw him on Epstein Island. I wasn't there, I heard. I saw him on Epstein Island, and he said, these are not the minors you were looking for. And then I even heard Jeffrey saying, use the Force, Lucas. It was a real shame. And then I heard Alan Dershowitz in the back. Mind tricks do not work on me, Jedi. Only mine. So it's just, oh man. So, can't have any of those people on, right? Can't have any of those people on. So, Ghislaine, are you gonna make the right choice? Is Trump on the Epstein list?
No way, as long as I'm getting out.
Totally sweet. We're gonna kill you anyways. End scene. Thank you. Steve, what do you think of my theory? Do I sound paranoid?
Schizophrenic.
No, Steve.
Freaked out.
You're not getting it, man.
Weird.
I'm not paranoid. It's just Eric Abbenante versus the world.
Awesome.
Okay,
Applause.
so before we get to our amazing comedians who were riveted by that, we have our recurring segment we do every week because Steve is a plumber. So every week in politics, we go over the most clogged, the most constipated, the most full of shit person in politics. Who is it this week, Steve?
NBA.
Oh, it's the NBA. Yes, for their betting scandal. Disgusting. ESPN was covering this betting scandal, and literally as they were covering it, on the Chiron, it was brought to you by DraftKings. Worst product placement since OJ's Ford Bronco drive. Just God, terrible product
That
placement.
Bronco handled nicely.
Yeah, it looked great. Made me want to get a Ford Bronco on multiple levels. So, the NBA is just full of it. They're full of it. Oh my God. And then Stephen A. Smith, I don't know if you know him, he was saying, Trump's gonna, he's gonna come for the WNBA. And it's like, yeah, you better hope anyone comes for the WNBA. They need the attendance. Okay? What are they going to come for? The negative $500 million they've earned lifetime? And then, Kash Patel, he was announcing that this, was going on. And let's be honest, he could have been the person in this category multiple times. But this week, it is the NBA that has been unclogged by Steven Richardson. Yeah, you did a great job, Steve. Great job, Steve. We are good for the rest of the episode because we have 3 amazing comedians. Me and these guys are damn good. First up, I have really enjoyed this gentleman. I have seen him take risks that very few people will take. And I am looking forward to his set tonight. Please give it up for the wonderful, the amazing Austin Duran.
That was not a risk, that was an accident. Hey, how y'all doing tonight? Everybody doing good?
Yeah.
I'm doing good, man. I almost didn't make it here. Like on the way here, I had a guy yell at me in traffic, "Go back to where you came from." So I pulled up at my fucking mom's house, I am half white, half Mexican. I was mainly raised on my Latino side of the family. I'm half white, half Mexican. Mainly raised on my Latino side of the family. Growing up, my Latino side, they would always call me güero. It just means white boy. I didn't like it too much. I quickly realized being called güero was way better than being called puto. Way better, man. Growing up, I was a fat ass kid. I was so fat, I almost ate my family out of a house and home, man. Thank God, it was like I stayed with my Mexican side because they just built another one. Growing up, man, like I learned that Mexicans are probably the most racist race there is. Like they would tell us, always date inside your race. So my mom was pissed whenever she found out my first girlfriend was a black girl. Like she always wanted me to date Latinas. And I can't date Latinas, man. They're way too fucking passionate. You make them mad, they stab you with the knife, fucking twist it, add salt, lime, chamoy, make a whole fucking michelada out of your pain, man. That's bad, man. You ever been shot by a Latina? You're like, is that fucking Tajín? Imagine that, you're fucking bleeding out, and the last thing you hear is her hopping her fucking '07 Altima bumping bitty bitty bum bum bitty bitty. That shit's fucked, man. Being half white, half Mexican, I don't know how to really feel about this whole ICE situation. Like, but to be honest, man, they don't even look at me. I go at Home Depot just to tease them a little bit. Like, hey. I'm like that little fat kid on the dodgeball team that never got picked. Fuck, man, that shit's depressing. Let's see. I'm not really a political guy. I did, but this whole renovation of the White House thing, Trump could have not picked a worse time because this whole fucking thing with ICE, they're deportating all the good fucking Latinos. Just imagine that. I can't wait to see that fucking thing when it's done. It's gonna be all unleveled. You're not gonna be able to shut the doors or close the windows all the way. That ballroom though, the Latinos could really use that ballroom, bro. We could really throw some badass quinceañeras or fucking weddings there, man. That shit could really come in handy. And I read up on this whole war or this supposed war with U.S. and Venezuela, and I think we should bomb Venezuela. I think we should get rid of them, bro, because it's horrible drugs. The drugs they're sending us are horrible. It's like going to Aldi's and buying groceries. That shit sucks, man. It's that good shit. Let's see. I think that's really all I have for that political shit. I went to the doctor recently, and my doctor, he told me that I need to watch my calories. I told him that he needs to watch his fucking back from now on, I know I'm fat, man. I know I'm getting fatter because I heat up my spoon with a lighter for the easier scoop of ice cream, man. People, they see me at Baskin Robbins, they think, I'm going, I hit rock bottom. No, I'm not, I haven't hit rock bottom. I'm just prepping for a very rocky road, Very rocky road. Let's see. But yeah, man, he told me that, to save money on doctor visits that I could use, home remedies. So I'm obsessed with this one home remedy, man. Latinos use it all the time. It's Vapo Rub, Vicks Vapo Rub. But I found a new way to use it. I get a big scoop of it and I smear it on my asshole, man. It feels amazing, man. It feels like a polar bear's licking my asshole, dog. It did scare me. The whole bottom half of my body, I got numb. I felt like that little white boy off Titanic. It was crazy, man. It did stimulate all my senses, though. I finally know how it feels to chew 5 gum. Finally, man. I do, as I'm getting older, I'm 33, I cannot keep up with the lingo this new generation has. I can't keep up with it. Forever, I thought Sneaky Link was eating a 7-Eleven hot dog in their diet. And I think they should change cream pie. I think it's gross. My wife is black, we don't have cream pies, we have Oreos. Mexican couples, they don't have cream pies, they have tres leches cake. White people, man, they don't have cream pies, they have fucking Arby's beef and cheddars, I think they should update, the acronym BBC, because I got in trouble at work for saying it, man. A coworker came up and asked me, he said, how many kids you got at home? I told him I got 2 BBCs at home, 2 beautiful black children. Yeah, that joke never fucking works. Let's see.
I like it.
Thank you, Eric. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Let's see. Like I said, my wife is black. My kids are interracial. 50% black, 25% white, 25% Mexican. That. They hit the fucking racial jackpot. That's better than a fucking superpower, When cops pull us over, they just blend right into the fucking upholstery. It's fucking amazing, man. It's crazy. Let's see what else I have here. Tip in here. I did just adopt a dog. I saved a dog from being put down. And she was a pit bull. And I did not know that I can't have pit bulls in my apartments. It's pretty fucked up now, though, man, because now I have to walk her at night. It's like a fucked up underground road for dogs. It's pretty fucked up, man. Anybody that sees me, they always got their fucking phone out. Let's see, what else do I have here? Yeah, man, I know fucking zero about politics. Like, I probably know more about fucking wrestling. Like I can't tell you who the fucking first president was, but I can tell you how many times Hulk Hogan oiled up for a championship match. That's what the fuck I'm into. Let me see, I heard up one more for y'all. So my brother just came back into the family, man. Like, he didn't come back from the army, nothing like that. Like, he just stopped smoking meth. Like, and it's kind of hard to support somebody when they roll up, you know, wearing your old clothes. And it's like, we all threw him a welcome back party. Everybody brought gifts. He brought back the shit he stole from like 3 years ago. Yeah, it's bad, man. Fuck that one up. Let's see. So I'm getting real lonely lately. Real lonely. Like, you ever been so lonely whenever you rip the little fishnet bag off the orange, it starts to feel like foreplay? I was peeling an orange the other day, man. It got a little too intense. Like, if anything went like a little further, I was gonna need a safe word, like maybe a cigarette for afterwards. And it wasn't the best looking orange, man. Like, but it was definitely a fucking little cutie, man. Thank you. That's my time, Watson Duran.
Oh, yeah.
Very good, Austin Duran, one more time. I have many comments on your set. We will get to that in a sec. But first, our second comedian, I've watched his development over a long period of time, and it's really wonderful to see his growth. I am looking forward to tonight. Please welcome the wonderful Mo Yasin.
What's up? It is great to be here at a fake weed shop. I used to be in Oklahoma performing at real weed shops, but this will do. I mean, for the most part, most people are ducks about their weed anyway. They'll easily buy like some CBD, some hemp, talking about, oh, this is some real good gas. I mean, it's good though. It gets the job done, but I'm a real stoner, even if I have quit. And I don't even like I like smoking more. I don't even like drinking. I haven't taken a piss in years. Even when I have like someone that like important me passed away, like I don't pour one out for the dead homies. I just drop 2 blunts on the concrete, and that's real. Man, earlier Eric said something about eating rice with your hands. As an Ethiopian, I gotta say, what's wrong with eating with your hands? Like, even though rice isn't like our thing exactly, when we do, we'll just, regular rice. And y'all think eating rice with chopsticks is hard. Their shit is sticky. This is weird, This is that eating rice with your hands is more difficult. Like, little pieces go, and you don't really finish the whole plate, but, fucking spoons and forks and shit, overrated, if you ask me. You feel me? This, you put your, if you're skinny enough, you put your hands with like 4 fingers, this is a fork. Cup your hands, just one hand, that's a spoon. And and you cup both your hands, that's a bowl. You feel me? You want some soup, just cup your hands like, soup please, just. No, it's great. It's great to be here for Eric, just gotta show up for your Jewish friends, you'll never know when they'll come in handy.
That's right.
And you gotta drag your token white friends wherever you go, you never know when they'll come in handy too, you feel me? No, I've had enough black friends, you feel me? Always showing up too late for everything. Do a great job, but always late to everything. Or they won't show up. That's it. No, it's good to be here, man. Speaking of showing up, Friday morning, I was an hour late to work, right? And I feel a little guilty sometimes, so I try to get my team kolaches. So I get the kolaches, and I go back in my car. I lock myself out my car door, first time in a while. And so I'm outside the donut shop, and these 2 homeless dudes approach me. So I gave them a couple of bucks, right? And they were all meek and like, oh, sir, can we please? I'm like, yeah, sure. I dropped my not used Band-Aid. They're giving it to me like, oh, here you go, sir. And they were so nice. And then they go in the donut shop, and one of them had a bike. He starts zooming out the donut shop. The 2 Asian ladies started chopping after him. And then I asked the one that stayed inside, I'm like, what's going on? And then she was like, oh, they took the tip jar. And I was like, and I'm no hero, you feel me? I was just still on the phone with the locksmith. I didn't chase after him, nothing. And that's exactly what the Democrats are doing to you. They're going into donut shops, taking tip jars, and, you know, fucking over the working class. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I watch politics for real. I do watch Tim Dillon though. All my political references is from that Tim Dillon podcast. You feel me? And I guess I'll be watching Kill Tony now, and it's way more, how do I say, political jargon and Republican propaganda more so than it used to be. He'll always, you know, say a retard and make an obscure, I don't know, fuck the libs shit. But anyway, I don't really pay attention to politics. So I've never voted. And I don't think there's any purpose to vote, you know, unless it's locally. It's really WWE for like, how do I say, rich people's agendas, the voting and etc. We act like we care about gay people getting married. We act like we care about Mexicans getting deported. We do not care about any of that. We really don't. We care about if we can afford life. But just all this hoopla on people feeling some types of ways, I don't know. Another reason why I don't vote is because growing up, my twin sister had a crush on George Bush. And I think that made me kind of like sick and gross of politics. Just, it's very, I don't know, like, you know, you're like 8 years old and you find out your sister is into like that, you know, that southern drawl voice and kind of just not smart guys, that's for sure. You know? We love to see students. Hey, I made straight 70s in high school through college, so you feel me? I would ask if y'all have jobs, but that's kind of a crazy question to ask here. Let me stop. What was I gonna say? I had to quit my part-time job. I was picking up line kick shifts to make a little bit more money. I had to quit like in 2 weeks again, you feel me? Cause this one gay dude didn't like me. One of my homeboys worked there with me. He was like, yeah, Josue said, I don't like working with Mo. And I wanted him to love me, so like I had to quit. I was like, I felt the type of way. I had to quit Waffle House. I used to work at Waffle House. They fired me actually. I took some creative liberty. I made a pancake. They were just like pissed the fuck off. They took me in the back. What, you know what I mean? They brought out that little police stick, you know what I mean? Hey, you feel me? There were only 2 of them so I could fight them off, but like, you know, anyone a little smaller, they might have, you know, they taken you out. And they were on my ass about everything. You know, they said I wasn't taking enough smoke breaks. You know what I mean? They expect me to fucking smoke over the stove and shit. Just make sure them ash browns are nice and crispy. Just, yeah, man. I think we should go for the party that starts burning books. You know what I mean? Because if there's nothing to read, there's, you know, less shit we can like, you know, spread. You know, less propaganda if people don't read. And, you know, we should start burning books is what I'm saying. People don't read anyways. That's my point. Y'all like music? Anyone like music? Okay. All my favorite music artists are dead. You know, like, I won't ever get to see Young Dolph live again. I won't ever get to see Mac Miller live. You know, I won't ever get to see a full Migos concert again. So you gotta go see him when you can, you feel me? So when they free R. Kelly, I gotta go to that concert, easily. This crowd is telling me no. Sorry, you know, in a different life, I'm dead ass on the piano, just singing like I'm John Legend and shit. I wish I could sing. Okay, so Bill Cosby R. Kelly and P. Diddy walk into a bar, and Bill Cosby was bartending, and Jeffrey Epstein was on the bar stool, and a 17-year-old white girl walks in. I never finished that joke. I have not finished it. I'm sorry, y'all. But the build-up is crazy, though. Like, we are going to, like, the top of the cliff. You feel me? We're on some cliffhanger shit. I got to end up on a more fucked up note. I should have took that 16-year-old more seriously when I was 22. All right, y'all have a great night. It is great to be here on episode 4 for Eric. I can't wait till he's a success, and we're on episode 400 somewhere else. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Oh, give it up for Mo. No, I mean, what he was saying is somewhere else where Green Goddess is even bigger. There's more people in here. That's what he was saying. You know, that's absolutely... So, really quick, gentlemen, one of you needs to move over into this seat. Okay. We have a very special guest for you tonight. Out of all the comedians I know in Texas, I'm from LA. This is the first comedian I met here in Texas. The first one. Really vibed with him. Because he was the first one I saw to make jokes about Jeffrey Epstein. So I was in conspiracy theories, and I'm like, this is my guy. He is as prolific of a joke writer as I've ever seen. So, please, give a round of applause for our headliner tonight, the legendary Tadpole Triplett!
Holy shit. Y'all get up for Eric and Green Goddess one time. Josh, appreciate you letting us do this shit. This is the greatest therapy on earth. I've been in a really dark place lately, but I'm about to pay the electric bill. So the future is bright. Well, we tell 100-watt jokes up here. When energy prices the way we are, we better dim her down a little. Energy price. Jesus Christ, I'm broke, y'all. I used to play $25,000 hands of blackjack. And now I gotta go Dutch on an Applebee's twofer. I am broke. You know, not like Alex Jones broke, but who broke? So broke I had to pick up a side hustle. I started doing freelance ceramics. Haven't made any sales yet. You know, at least I got a pot to piss in. Times are tough. All right, you want to hear a 100-watt joke? 100-watter? Yes. What is a wife beater's favorite sport? Soccer. Right? Yeah, soccer. What, not a big spousal abuse crowd? I know I look like I beat my old lady. Snatch her up by the hair. Talk about ugh. Eric said I look like Weird Al Yankovic. That's very insensitive, bro. No, I am not Ted Kaczynski Jr. Y'all are insensitive. Ladies, y'all are insensitive too. Sliding in my DMs. Talk about Tadpole. Why don't you shave? Look at Tadpole, so handsome. Why don't he shave? Because, y'all, if I shave, I look like I majored in lacrosse and fraternities. You know what I mean? Like a little rapey. We look a little rapey. We don't want that. You know? So instead, this is what y'all get. I look like a homeless MMA fighter. Fucking Conor McGregor. Who the fuck is this guy? Jesus Christ. I never understood the term trophy wife. Yeah. Technically, aren't they all trophy wives? It just matters of which place they finish. Yeah. Everybody gets a trophy. Right? Except most marriages, it's like a non-participation trophy. We're going through the motions. You got better odds at a roulette wheel. You tell me if you got on the plane and the pilot's like, you know, about half of us ain't gonna make it. You getting on that flight? You want to save marriage? Y'all want to save marriage, put till death do we part back on the table. That's right, till death do we part. Someone has to die, bitch. Right? And then you soccer. And you soccer. It's time for the It's time for the perky titties. Y'all, it is fall, y'all. You know what that means, right? A bunch of pumpkin spice latte bitches. Fucking run around in hoodies and some Uggs, wearing little boy shorts. Talking about, I'm cold. No shit, bitch. Your whole booty crease is out. Got the whole booty crease. I'm gonna need that hoodie back too, you thieving hoe. What's everybody mad about this week? The ballroom, is that what's going on? We fucking pissed off about the ballroom. Hillary Clinton's pissed off. You see, she's pissed. Hillary acting like Trump's the first president to blow out a back door at the White House. I mean, what are we doing? Butt stuff Bill, they called him. He was fucking old butt stuff Bill. Hillary Clinton thinks being colorblind means rubbing hot sauce in your eyes. I don't even know who I'm pandering to tonight. Jesus Christ. Why does Hillary Clinton hate the Cubans? Because even their cigars get more action than her. Too soon? Fucking 30-year-old joke? What are we doing? Y'all think when vegan rappers battle, they're tofuing? Yeah, like they can't have no beef. They can't have no beef. Speaking of beef, listen, Orange Man bad. I know what's going on in Argentina is a little messy. But fuck them. Fuck them. How about America, huh? What we doing, bro? But how about we make China and Bill Gates give up all their farmland and we start knocking up these heifers? Right? Our cattle birth rate's lower than our people birth rate. We're running behind people. Get out there and knock up these hoes. Y'all heard about the rapper Lil Fentanyl? He died before he had a hit. It was just in the vicinity of success. Speaking of fentanyl, hey, Orange Man bad, blow them fucking boats up. How about that, sucker dick? Fuck them drug laws. Fucking hell, what are we doing? Topical stuff or are we doing good jokes? What do you want to hear? Hey, fuckers do. Oh, you heard about these fucking pregnant liberal women on the tickety-tock? With the blue hair holes in their face and everything? The pregnant women on the TikTok down in the Tylenols? Just to show Orange Man bad who's the boss. You know, like on some Samantha Maselli tip. These pregnant liberal women on the TikTok down in the Tylenol, what do they have in common with their children? Trains. Lots and lots of trains. So many. That's a good Tylenol gives your kids autism joke. On the back of your mother's a whore joke. I doubled it up there, that's what I did. Jimmy Fallon, Dane Cook, and Chris D'Elia slide into your DMs. What do? Now, remember, it's a school night. Yeah, you probably got homeroom in the morning. You should not be up this late. Texting grown-ass men, you trifling little hoes. The fuck are you doing? The fuck are you? How do you make an actor cry on screen? Remind them of how they got the role. There were so many dicks. Just so many dicks. So many dicks. Yeah, I thought Naked and Afraid was a show about actors waking up in casting directors' offices. Like, how the fuck did I get here? Just me? Oh, I'm the only one. Casting directors will pass you around like you're a joint outside the Green Goddess. Yeah, can I hit that? Can I hit that? 62% of the women and children illegally crossing our border will be sexually assaulted en route. The last administration was, hey, come on in, guys. We got some graping to do. It's great bodies. Another topical joke or what? What are we doing? So I said, hey, Tadpole, what do you identify as? I was like, I don't know what's going on with this. You heard about all this, too many genders? I'm old school. Old school? I remember when gender fluid was just a mouthful of cum. Yeah, like, how's that taste? Right, like boys and girls? Right, that's all there is. It's just boys and girls. You don't like I Remember When's? You ever heard of the I Remember When? My uncle. The greatest comic of his generation, Carl Callan. You know, like, I remember when mandate just meant two fellas grabbing a beer. Yeah, I remember when stimulus package just meant you were getting a handy under the table. A little rub and tug at Thanksgiving. Well, y'all ain't got cousins? They give you a little. I remember when super spreader just meant Ma was having company. She's a whore. I remember when camel toe just meant roadside assistance Beirut. Oh yeah, we got camel toe. They'll take you right back to the village. Out of here. Actually, it's literally systemically inherent. Just fucking just regurgitating memes out here. You fucking say, I got a meme, I'm a critical thinker. You purported disproportionate number of talking points and whataboutisms. You're just a conspiracy theory trying to control the narrative. Bitch, I swear to God, all them $3 SAT words, you didn't say a fucking thing. Not one fucking thing with $33 worth of nothing at the end of the day. All right, you want to hear a good joke? What did the sperm say to the mean girls? Wait till they get a load of me. That's how sperm feel. All right, I appreciate Jared.
Thank you so much. Give it up one more time for Tadpole Triplett. So, really quick, gentlemen. I really want to cover this one. Ice. And again, you guys all did great. You look like the leprechaun if he found the pot of gold, but it was just pot. You know, you look like a roadie for yourself. You're in your nicest phrase T-shirt. The federal booty inspector shirt was dirty. But that would have been the choice. And then you look nice and professional. It's kind of harming my racism. I don't know how, it's affecting me. I'll still be racist, don't worry. But, it bothered me. Anyway, so, guys, really, and I'll help you with this, gentlemen. So, we have, really, I think the funniest story, I have two of them. One, ICE has a fitness test. All right, have you heard about this? So they have a fitness test. It's like, do a certain amount of push-ups, sit-ups, and then run 1.5 miles in 14 minutes, right? I don't even think they're asking you to run 7-minute miles. They're asking you to run 7-minute increments of that, and then you got to be in ice. I mean, they sound very, very, they sound really in shape. By the way, really quick, give it up for the king of Green Goddess, Josh. I mean, I would not be here without him. Mossad told me, without him, I am nothing. Okay? So, guys, ICE, what do you think, how do you think this is gonna work out? The fitness test, the fact that 30% are failing this fitness test. What do you guys think?
What do you do?
Yeah. Use the microphone. Or you can go a cappella. I don't know how you do it in your culture. But yes.
Definitely a cappella. They're failing their fitness test, you say?
Yeah, they're all failing it, I mean, doesn't that bode well for the illegals? It's like, okay, if I can just run 6-minute miles, 2 of them, no ICE is going to catch me, basically, right? So...
Well, have you had Mexican food? I mean, they're clearly just eating their hearts out and shit. Just, fucking birria tacos, all the cheese, it must be.
Steve, what do you think about this fitness test? Like the fact that people are failing. Would you pass it?
I think no, I would not pass it because I don't like running ever. And I will do anything other than running.
Is that why you got into plumbing, so you wouldn't run?
Yeah, I actually I failed the police academy, so I had to go back to plumbing.
Indiana Jones hates snakes. Steve hates running. Okay, good to know. Okay, so you would fail that.
I would fail the test, and you know what? If they fail the fitness test, you should kick them out and get some fast running.
Yeah, I know. Like Pete Hegseth was saying, we got to kick all the fat people out of the military. I think ICE is like an exception here, but...
I'm just waiting for Trump to start deporting all the fat women from America.
Right? No fatties, executive order. Okay, Tad, what do you think?
I say ice, baby. Stop, round them up, watch me glisten. I'm saying. Also, 2/3 of America's obese, including the commander-in-chief. I'm just saying, motherfucker.
Yeah, and the vice commander-in-chief, like we did cover that last week. Yeah,
I
the
gave you a
hypocrisy.
book. It's the manual. We're gonna train the ice. I gave you the book earlier. That's the training manual.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, that's good to know. I have the training manual. It's also the list of all the racial slurs. That was from...
Alphabetical order.
Yeah, thank you. And that is from episode 1. So, Austin, what do you think of the situation?
Like he said, I think we should just kick out the fat ones and the ones that are passing, give them citizenship, like a year or something.
I like this. See, okay, you guys have a good plan. I have a good plan too. So, look, I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. We need ICE to become more athletic. We need to bring big hits back to football, okay? Here's my proposition. You don't make it into the NFL after college football, you get to join ICE, okay? And we're going to bring back a fan favorite, Jacked Up, okay? You millennial, you Gen Z, you wouldn't know what Jacked Up is. You guys are old. But, the Gen Z chicks in the back who want to suck my dick, please, ladies. But you guys wouldn't know about Jacked Up, okay? It is where, Michael Irvin, Jimmy Johnson, et al., they would show big hits, and they'd be like, you got jacked up, okay? And so, you watch an illegal get decleated, just launch a couple feet. You got jacked up, and then the illegal's kid, watched his dad get decleated by, a Ray Lewis who didn't make it. Now he's mentally fucked up, He got jacked up, okay? And then, if you somehow juke our new ICE, then you get a scholarship offer to the SEC, where you will get jacked up. Okay, so that's my proposition, ICE. I hope you like it, Steve.
So far, so good. Let's roll with that.
Yeah, no, I think we should make it into policy. We're turning it into policy. Absolutely. Okay, so we have that. Big news in Texas politics. I really want to ask you about this. I wanted to surprise you guys with this one. Okay, there's a big thing in Texas politics. Do you guys know, have you ever heard of Tony Gonzalez? Not the tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. So you haven't heard of him, okay. Yeah, sorry. I have CTE from the joke, I apologize. So, Tony Gonzalez, he's a representative here in Texas, he's a Republican. And he was caught in an affair scandal, okay, where he was having sex with one of his staffers, and he's a married man. Oh no. Well, lo and behold, she was found to be lit on fire. That problem solved. Love it when a loose end ties up. Totally not suspicious at all. Well, yeah, it wasn't like a monk situation where they were doing the autopsy and they were like, oh, she lit herself on fire. No, she got lit on fire. Anyways, we're moving along. Nothing to see here, folks. Hope Tony Gonzalez wins re-election. So what do you guys think of this? Anyone take the floor. This is a fun one.
I don't know where we're going in order each time.
No, any order this time.
bitch probably deserved it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's her fault getting him caught up in heathen politics. You should know better.
You know what? Thank you, Mo. Scrutinize all women, okay? Believe all women. Fuck that. Scrutinize them. Thank you, Mo Yasin. You can send all of your complaints to @benshapiro.com. Anyway, so.
I prefer victim blaming. Let's just go straight to it. She was playing with matches, and this is clearly what happens when you misstep playing with matches.
You know what?
Public service announcement. Go all the way.
You're right, Steve. What if it was just Gavin Newsom who was trying to put her out, and it just took too long, let the house
trying to
burn
roast
down.
some marshmallows or something. It just went wrong.
Yeah, you're so right, Steve. You're so right. Tad or Austin, you guys got anything?
I'm just like thinking, I got the munchies, so I'm like thinking, is she come out spicy or like regular?
Spicy or regular? She was well done. A little too well done. A little too well done.
This generation likes literal, right? They like, so maybe they took things too literal.
Yeah,
They was like, that's fire.
Yeah.
Tony Gonzalez, CTE, blame it on the CTE.
Yeah.
Just say you were a football player, Tony.
Yeah. I blame it on Junior Seau or Ray Lewis or someone black, in the NFL.
Can we talk about the Super Bowl halftime?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I love it.
Is that payback for him throwing the paper towels in Puerto Rico?
Oh, so you're talking about Bad Bunny. Okay, so Bad Bunny has been selected. And for those in the audience who don't know, I'm pretty honest. I don't know his music very well. Not a big Bad Bunny fan. I was kicked out because I'm Jewish. I was a big Bad Bunny fan. No, so he actually told the audience, "You better learn Spanish." To get ready for my Super Bowl halftime show. I like that. And so, what were you saying about Puerto Rico?
Did you call him a puto earlier? Is that what you said? Yeah, he said Bad Bunny was a puto. I heard that.
No, he was calling me Hoodio.
I think I remember when Bad Bunny was just what happened after hours at the Playboy Mansion.
Right.
That was party time back in the day, remember?
Yeah, I know. The Bad Bunny was the one who didn't suck off Epstein. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember. No, okay. So, yeah, Bad Bunny. Steve, I wasn't expecting this. What did you think of the selection of Bad Bunny? And I know you're a huge fan.
I think they're running out of musicians that they feel safe using, and they're just grabbing anybody. And I don't think there's a selection process at all. They're just like pulling names out of a hat.
Yeah, I do think it's like a monkey with darts situation. Yeah. What do you think?
I think it has to do with the beef. The NFL and Trump, right?
Oh, you're saying.
And then Tony Hinchcliffe doubled down with his bullshit on the Puerto Rico joke. Kid knocked it out of the park. That's a good joke, right? So they're like, NFL's like, fuck this guy. We're going to put in Puerto Rico.
Huh.
We're going to fucking bring the whole floating garbage island to
That's a shame.
That'll make Tony uncomfortable, but I don't really think Trump had an opinion.
He got beef with the NFL, though.
Yeah,
remember? They went back to the kneeling shit.
Yeah, for those who don't remember, so Tony Hinchcliffe, he was right before like the campaign, and Trump basically had it locked in, right? Tony Hinchcliffe goes up at MSG and does this floating island of garbage joke about Puerto Rico. And it did cause a firestorm. There were Puerto Ricans who were like, yeah, we voted for Trump. And then now we're going door to door, knocking on other Puerto Ricans, telling them not to vote for Trump. But luckily, Kamala was a moron. So wasn't an issue. But it was temporarily like a thing. So it's kind of funny that you brought that up. We haven't really covered that on the show yet. That's a good point. Do you guys, so Bad Bunny, you're a big fan, I assume, Austin?
Yes, totally.
Oh, yeah, because I'm being racist, and he speaks your language, right?
He translates for me. We got to go everywhere together with him. He's like,
Yeah, you're his roadie, right? Like, that's what the get up is?
That's right.
Yeah. So, Muhammad,
Yeah.
and I put the emphasis, the hard Hamid on the Mo. Hard Hamid. Are you a Bad Bunny fan? Are they a big Bad Bunny fan in terrorist world? And I say that affectionately, that's how Netanyahu refers to him.
For the Latino passing, I guess, maybe. But no, I like this one Bad Bunny song. But honestly, I'm just surprised that Bad Bunny made it to the Super Bowl before Taylor Swift or Beyonce even. It's just surprising to me. I don't feel any weight about it, but it's just he's huge, but I mean like not for the NFL audience, but yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's an interesting play, like a demographic wise. He's a big time Jewish news producer. I totally get it. You want to expand.
Pure hatred.
Yeah.
It's pure hatred.
And you know, it's a triggering thing. They wanna incite the conversation, right?
No, they want to keep the right and the left fighting over some bullshit. Like, oh, this fucking guy's from Puerto Rico. He's a statutory citizen. They don't even get the vote, but he could because he became a resident and all that shit. But
no, it's
about the beef.
It's a good point. He's saying that the crowd needs to be in the pro wrestling phase before they get into the football game. Yeah, no, I get it. You want to be fighting with each other, yeah. Or he's retarded, or oh, he's so based. You know, yeah.
We're at the steel chair part right now. Everybody's ready to throw a chair.
Okay. Well, okay. I really, Bad Bunny, obviously because not white needs to be deported. I mean, did I even need to say it? Duh. This is the Trump administration. So I hope it happens during halftime. And I forget which one of you brought up a good point. Bad Bunny got to the Super Bowl before Lamar Jackson. I mean, God, that's sad.
Overrated, though.
Woo! Yeah. Overrated, dog. Oh, yeah. Yeah, take that, Stavros, Greek last name. Take that.
Halkias.
Thank you. Again, deported. I don't care. Not white. Kind of white, not white enough. Gyro. Okay? Okay.
Euro.
That was a good topic. I'm surprised. Okay, so we covered Tony Gonzalez. Oh, so new polls are coming out showing that Trump is losing with nearly every group that he gained with. Young men, black men, Hispanic men. The only group he hasn't lost yet are the Maha moms. Because RFK Jr. must still be posting shirtless pictures. I don't know. Something like that. He hasn't lost the Maha moms yet, but pretty much every other group that were like, oh, this was the big Trump gain since 2020 or 2016, gone now according to polls. What do you guys think?
What's a Maha mom?
Maha is Make America Healthy Again. Thank you.
Based on the book I gave you earlier, just saying.
Yeah, and it's these women who are crazy who are like, we actually care about what's in our body. And I'm like, ladies, put as many shots into your body as possible. My name is Dr. Fauci, and I endorse this. Look, there may be literally eagle DNA, rabbit, goat, cow, chicken, etc. in the shots, but they're great. They're great, okay? And what causes autism? Who cares? Not the shots. Anyways, so, and in honor of the discussion now, he's putting on the header. We were talking about football.
CTE.
Yeah, exactly. So, look, man, the Maha moms, he was able to retain those. He lost, even Muslims. Muslims were very upset with the Biden administration. Right? And Kamala, and felt like, there wasn't going to be a change on that. So he actually made some inroads with Muslims compared to 2016 and 2020. Again, all of them are gone. The only other thing he hasn't lost are the Jews. Because, we never were with him anyways, you don't donate to Israel enough, no. But, so what do you guys think of this? This is kind of an existential crisis for the administration.
How is he losing the people who voted for him?
Like, in polls, you're seeing, like, oh, they're at least politically homeless. Like, they consider themselves independent now. So they might be, in political terms, they might vote for the couch rather than actually vote. They might not come out. And then, God forbid, they might vote for the other team, Mo. And so, look, it's not about the country getting better. It's, in these political games, it's about red versus blue, right? And so right now, red losing power. Discuss.
I I don't think I should have a proper say because I'm really big on not voting. But no, I want my question answered. Wait, what did Trump do since election and now that's getting him to lose? Like,
very, very good question.
Yeah.
One, he promised that he would fix the economy.
They never do.
And he actually, first 3 years, he had a pretty good record of this first administration. Then COVID happened. And we're not talking about that. And then second administration, it hasn't been great. Like, really, the only thing you can give him credit for is, like, gas prices have gone down to stable, right? Other than that, he hasn't really, like, I've had friends, like, looking for work for a while, like, right? So, okay, so you have the economy. He's behind on deportations. That's a huge one, actually. That's really upsetting people on the right. And then you get into the whole Israel stuff. They feel like instead of MAGA, it's MIGA. MIGA, please. No, it's make Israel great again, right? And so there's that. And then the creme de la creme, Epstein. He was supposed to be the one who released the Epstein files, right? And he was supposed to be the one who protects the children. And now it looks like not only is it more of the same, he might be more complicit than we imagine. Because honestly, you even look at my host who's covered Epstein for 2+ years. She's like, she's never interviewed a victim who even said anything close about Trump doing that kind of stuff. I like big titties. That's my defense. But like, look, so he's probably covering up for somebody. But that is probably the ultimate answer to your question of what's turning off everybody at once.
But they always lie, though. Like, did we actually expect him to, like, follow up on any of his promises? I mean, don't they always lie during every election year? Like,
well, see, you are a based, intelligent person not voting, right? No, I actually give you credit for admitting that. Most people don't do that. Very, very impressive being honest on that. But, like, most people actually are not viewing it that way. They are in the horse race.
Right, because Obama was talking about change this, change that, nothing really changed. Or, like, it's like typical. I mean, it's normalized. I mean,
oh yeah. Again, like, you only really saw 3. We're gonna have 8 years of Trump, and there was like 3 years of like potential change and difference, and then it's just gonna be more of the same. If not, oh God, it's 3 steps backward, 2 steps forward, right?
Fake news. There's peace in the Middle East.
right, exactly. Let's talk about that, Mo. Are your family just jumping for joy, banging goats left and right because you're just so happy that there's peace in the Middle East, right?
I'm not from the Middle East, but what was I going to say? I'm not even sure about that. There will never be peace in the Middle East, actually, and I ain't never going, including Israel, but no, and tell me, how is there peace in the Middle East? I thought it was always, like, horrific.
Well, first of all, Mo, I know geography very well. And Ethiopia is in the Middle East, okay? It's not, like, in Africa or something. I mean, look, they're all shithole countries.
That is true.
Does it really matter? But I saw peace everywhere, okay? So, where's my goddamn Nobel Peace Prize, Mo?
Oh, well, I'll give you credit, I guess. I mean, Ethiopia is in East Africa, so peace in the East, kind of, adjacent.
Yeah, exactly. East Palestine. Very good. I heard about that place. And Biden failed it, and I pretended to care about it. Yes, very good. So, no, last time we talked about this, we were very skeptical of the notion that it would actually create peace in the Middle East. So, what do you think?
What would create peace in the Middle East?
His recent deal. He brokered an unprecedented peace deal between Israel and Gaza.
I think that Israel and Palestine thing will never end. I think
safe bet.
Yeah, like, I don't know, if there's an option, if there's like a button to nuke that whole area, I think we should go with that. Like the U.S., China, Russia kind of get together, get their nukes, you only have to worry about the diaspora of the Palestinians and the Israelis, but like they'll fall in line if the whole country like literally gone. Like,
Netanyahu's like, I hear what you're saying, Mo. Nuke the rest of them and let us have a place.
No, y'all too.
No, Mo, no, and we might hit you in the neck.
I like
it would
that
be
Netanyahu
terrible.
actually sounds like that too.
would be so terrible. So, Tad, you look like you're going to say something.
A couple things from the earlier, but on this, I don't think it's possible to have peace in the Middle East when ideologies are so far off. I think we're playing red light, green light type shit with people's lives. Someone comes, hey, we're not going to shoot people for a minute, and then we're going to shoot people, and then red light, green light, red light. So it's been what, 2,700 years of the same fucking horse shit?
No, that's real shit.
Everyone's like, oh, let's go back to 1948 or 38 or whatever the fuck. How about we go back to Judea? Or we can go back to the Canaanites. When the fuck? How about when? How about you just stop being pieces of shit?
No, that's totally reasonable.
And polls are retarded. Back to your other thing.
Oh yeah, but I track them in aggregate, and even in aggregate, you're seeing trends.
Sure. But those
right?
same polls that Hillary and Kamala went in, if you look at the bottom, it's like we polled 1,500 people at a liberal arts college in San Francisco.
Well, to be fair, there were polls even back then, like the non-biased polls. If you knew which ones to aggregate out and which ones to look at, there's actually always like little signs of it. Yes, totally get your point. Larger,
They're all based on self-reporting, right?
Yeah.
Here's an example. During quarantine, 77% of Americans said they're not going back to the gym out of fear of the coronavirus. And then if you look into it, only 14% of Americans went to the gym. So what are we looking at? We're fucking making shit up out of...
Oh, yeah, and then Ann Seltzer, that whole controversy with Iowa, she was specifically talking about how, like, she rigged the numbers, right?
Sure.
So, look, I'm not saying, I don't deny that, but the interesting thing with polls is you do track trends, and it was interesting to know. And, Tadpole, if you keep having these disagreements with me and with Israel, I mean, you look at your neck already. This is what we did to you. Look at what we did.
Titanium. Bring it.
Yeah, you're not afraid of us. Oh, you have a soul. You have bravery. We fix that. We fix all of those things. Don't you worry. Charlie Kirk was brave. Charlie Kirk had a soul.
College is a scam. College is a fucking scam.
Okay, you know what? So we asked you about Middle East. Let's make this even easier. Epstein or Charlie Kirk? Take your pick, guys.
On like topics or?
Yeah, it's really easy topics. It's not a pick your poison situation at all. Just very normal situation. Epstein or Charlie Kirk?
Guy with the long hair. You want to take on this or?
Okay. Did Epstein kill Charlie Kirk? But no. Okay. Let me. So
the same handlers did.
I'm very curious, guys. So Thank you. We have this is gonna be our last topic. Our last our first show, we debated Charlie Kirk, and it's actually getting a reaction online. Tens of people have been watching it. Okay, no, but seriously, we got some comments, and people were like upset, because we had some Gen Z comedians, right, and their notion was that, hell yeah, fire, bro, I'm so young. So, like, their notion was like, hey, if you say hate speech, that justifies violence in response. And Charlie Kirk definitely said hate speech. And I pointed out to them 1977, I said 79, 1977, the Skokie March in Illinois, the neo-Nazis, Jews and others in the ACLU, fought for their right to march in a town with Holocaust survivors on a free speech, kind of matter. And so it's kind of sad how we've regressed on this, frankly. But what do you guys think of the whole Charlie Kirk thing? Obviously not like, oh, he deserved to get shot. I'm more asking, like, what do you think of the reaction and then the reaction to the reaction kind of a question?
I think it's kind of crazy. What's it called? I never heard of him until the day he died, but he was just doing his job essentially. I mean, like, he was kind of based, made valid points, because then I would see like some of his clips of his debates. I feel like he made valid points. Probably a bit of a dickhead, but like, and probably kind of how do I say? But he was doing his job.
Instigator. Yeah,
that's his job. Like, and he like in politics, of course he's supposed to like, and he stood on his opinion. But I mean, like, I don't agree with everything. I mean, like, I guess some of the deportation stuff, or I guess some women's body rights, and I'm an agnostic to the whole Christian agenda, kind of like please to me, but he was doing his job, so I think it's kind of unfair to like You know, like for people to say, "Oh, he deserved it that bad." Like, no.
Yeah, no, I'm with you because, like, look, do I agree with everything he said? Hell yeah, no. We actually, he follows me. He'll always follow me on X. But, you know, he ain't going to change that. And I unfollowed him. I mean, desperate loser following me. He's such a big fan. But, you know, we actually had disagreements. Like, he would steal my content, monetize it. I publicly shamed him. Eventually, he was tired of it. And he's like, I follow you, Eric. Right? So, look, I certainly have not said a lot of nice things about Charlie Kirk. But it really resonated with me because, like, he does what we do. He talks to people live, on stage. You know, my wife right now, picking up my beautiful, beautiful wife, and the trophy wife joke, right? The trophy wife joke. Look, my wife wins first place. Okay, babe? You are the number one trophy wife in the world. So romantic. So romantic. But look, like, you know, my wife is on the road right now. She does like college shows and other things. Like, you know, I worry. She was worried, frankly. She was like, that was her thought of like, what does this mean for performers? So what are you guys' like response to that? What does this mean for performers? And then we'll get to the ending monologue. We'll get out of here.
First off, we all love Lila, the best.
Yeah, very good, very much.
Second of all, there's no such thing as hate speech, suck a dick.
Right?
I'm a free speech absolutist. Leave the first and second alone before I send a mashing with my microphone.
That's right. Take that, retards and fags.
I wanted to stay retired, and then they said, you can't say that. I said, watch me.
That's right.
So I'm out of retirement now. Fuck everybody.
Look, we are 100% free speech absolutists here. And Green Goddess has been great. The only rule is you can't bomb to the point where you cost them a customer. That's the only rule. Okay, other than that, they are free speech absolutists, and we love them here at Green Goddess for that because it's truly American. But any final thoughts on Charlie Kirk and the free speech?
Well, the line with performers has been getting crossed quite a bit lately. You know, I mean, Dave Chappelle was attacked.
Right.
There was, so we have a general state of civility going away. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we're supposed to be like a free speech nation, essentially, and we're supposed to be practicing free speech and everything else. And then we're silencing all the dissenters whenever somebody feels like it. And no, it's a real problem, but the civility of it needs to be addressed first and foremost. You know, it's like we have to decide we're going to have an open forum. We have to decide we're all going to give each other a chance to speak. We have to decide that this is allowed and this is the civil way to act. And as soon as that line is crossed, you know, all bets are off. So yeah, everybody's on the chopping block at that point.
Jesus, Steve, that was so poignant. I should let you speak more. You know, like, god damn, as my sidekick. That was so good. Now shut the fuck up. Okay, but seriously, no, that was a good note. Austin, Tad, Mo, you guys have been wonderful. Like, sincerely, this was the smoothest episode yet. And to the previous comedians, look, it had nothing to do with you. It was all me. It was all me, seriously. On those other episodes, my God. You know, Sean, even he knows. Yeah, it was embarrassing on the first one, and then the second one, and then the third one. Yeah, I walked out for my set with Jenner Coker, and he's like, Jesus, dude, you gotta match. You gotta match your clothes. He's like wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and he's like, and he knew. He's like, you know, look, you look terrible. I look great, but seriously, you know, so I love you guys. This is the best. Like, you guys have been, like, supporting my dream. I really appreciate you guys. And now, the ending monologue where we cover stuff that no one else has the balls to cover, okay? And this is a doozy this week, okay? Indian drivers. Yeah, we're going there. Indian drivers, yeah. Indian truck drivers. We have seen it over and over in this country. They are ramming into people and killing people. Over and over again. Happened this week in California. Dash cam footage. Doesn't even stop the brakes as he's like approaching an intersection where there's a bunch of stopped cars. Hits 3 separate cars, kills them all. You know, just it's like crazy. There was another one in Virginia last week, and then there was Florida, infamously, like all dash cam videos of like Indian guys who it looks like their first time driving, and they have a big rig. Okay, it's horrifying. And look, Texans know that Indians are pretty bad drivers. And it takes a lot because Texans are the worst drivers in America. Okay? It's bad. No one does slow and dangerous quite like Texans, I gotta say. Woo! But, yeah, I mean, I've done this bit in front of Indians, by the way. I did it Wednesday. And this part made them laugh hysterically because it's funny because it's true, okay? All Indians here in Texas, why do you all have a bumper sticker on your vehicle that says, "Please be patient, student driver"? Why do you all have it? By the way, at Quinlan's, really hot-ass Indian chick. She was laughing her big-ass tits off. Now look, she would be silver trophy wife compared to you, my babe. Don't worry. But yeah, I mean, no, she was like, yeah. This is a thing. And so look, it's like, please be patient, student driver. And you look, and it's like a 65-year-old guy in a turban driving. It's like, yeah, let's be patient. Like, all we have to do is wait until he's 130. And then he'll get the hang of the rules of the road. This is just wonderful. And I think it's conspiracy, Steve. I do. I think it's conspiracy to get us to accelerate AI and robots taking our jobs. Okay? Because you can't spell Indian without AI. Okay? You know what's going to happen. Please be patient, student driver. Sorry, that was an RFK Jr. impression. You guys thought I was doing a robot? No, that was RFK. No, but look. Please be patient. We're taking over your country. You know, it's just like, it's bad. It's bad. So, there's only one way to stop this robot menace. We need someone, a hero, to fuck all the robots. I know just the man for the job. Steve!
The Plumber.
It's time for you to save the world with your dick. And it's Eric Abbenante versus the world. Thank you all so much. This is episode 4. Give it up for Sean Linnebaum, my cameraman, who is now contractually obligated to come every single week, and he owes me 10% interest. Mo Yasin. We have Austin Duran, Tadpole Triplett, the greatest sidekick ever. Thank you all.